Hello my fire signs, thanks for coming for your chakra healing session. My name is Ajua and I'm glad that you're here. So as you guys already know, if you're new, what I do is I do the tarot part to figure out what's going on that may be causing an imbalance or derailment, or just probably even bringing blockages in your chakra energy centers, and I like to do this healing session because I feel like all our issues stem from within, and we need to go into the root and start healing from our chakra energy centers, especially those of us who are really working on spiritual ascension and stuff like that. It's always good to fine-tune what we're doing that may be causing any issues in our balance and an imbalance in our chakra energy centers. All right, so when we finish with the tarot, then I'm gonna bring in some healing energy to cover all the areas in your chakras, and it will do its own thing. So you're it's all up to you if you want to stay for the healing session. But for now, let's get started on the tarot part. Okay, so for my fire signs, which are the Aries, Leos, and the Sagittarians. Okay, so for this season, this Sag season, in your first chakra, a lot of you are going through a period where you're not really accepting yourself. It's almost like you're losing belief in yourself a little bit. You know that there's more to you, but you are not willing to act in a manner that puts you in the right place to do the right things for yourself. So you are not taking care of your financial life, which is what is all connected to your base. Everything that you need for survival, you're not really acting on what needs to be done. So this can eventually cause a major problem, because I feel like when your foundation, which is your first chakra, is really out of balance, or you're having major issues with your survival, which is food, clothing, and shelter, is the main things that I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about all the detailed part of the first chakra, but the most important part is the food, clothing, and shelter. If you're not able to do what you must do to take care of these things, you are really setting yourself up for major problems, because without the foundation, everything else will be knocked off. It's like a house. Without foundation, the house will fall apart. So your base chakra is so important. You need some grounding there, okay, for you to start really doing some action, taking some action towards it. It's not a time to be dilly-dallying about yourself. It's not a time to be self-pitying. It's not a time to not trust in your abilities to make things happen. So that's what's going on here. All right, let's move on to the sacral chakra. For the sacral chakra, a lot of you are going through too many sexual partners at this time, and I feel like it's split. Some of you have low libidos, like you don't really have the urge for any sexual activity, and some of you are just on the other extreme where you're just doing it with whoever. Okay, there is a completion that needs to happen here. This phase needs to come to an end somehow. Whatever is not been working for you, you need to really find a way to bring it to an end so that you can move on with your life. And for those of you who are really going through this low libido stuff, I'm seeing that it's coming from you lacking a lot of passion. You're just not feeling passionate enough with yourself and with your life, right now, to even make any, to even get to that stage where you feel sexually attracted, or even creatively involved with anybody or anything that makes you feel good and passionate, or even have any desire or pleasure in your life. When loss of passion happens, a lot of things go down in your life. Like, it's your desire. You don't have desire for anything, it affects your libido. So the sacral chakra is also going through these issues here that we need to really take a look at. All right, because then this is how depression sets in, and this is how in a way you just become despondent, which is also even here. Slowly but surely you wouldn't feel like doing anything for yourself, because look at how this is affecting your third chakra here in your area with your willpower and your own personal power, where you have to get up and go do things. Your Mars, your power center, okay, your own intuitive spot in your body. You're not believing in yourself enough. Doesn't it make sense? It makes sense. The story is adding up. You're not believing that you're capable of bringing any abundance into your life. Really, the way you think of abundance is not healthy for you. So you either repel abundance from you, the idea of bringing more financial stability, or even the concept of abundance, which is the wholeness of having everything in your life that makes you feel good. Okay, you are not believing in that right now. You just don't see it happening. You don't believe that you're capable of doing this, really, when it comes down to it, because you rather penny pinch at this time. And I know that it's it's stemming from all this inaction. When you stop acting and it's like a domino effect here. It's normal for this to happen to you. So that's what's going on with your power center here. If you're not taking actions and you're not believing in your own power to manifest, that's a problem, right? Everything is a problem when you let it just go. It's all about you taking control of your life here, and setting the path for yourself. Do not allow circumstances and situations to take you down a path where you just cannot live. You just take one day at a time. No, that is not a good sign for a fire sign. Fire signs are meant to be more enthusiastic, more ambitious. So when you start going opposite to yourself, then you know that there's major issues going on there. Alright, so let's move on to your fourth chakra here, my fire signs. What's going on here with your fourth chakra is that a lot of you, and I feel inclined to say it's more of the Sagittarius, but I may be wrong. It could be Leos, it could be the Aries as well. I mean, that's normal for fire signs to hold grudges. When you hold grudges and you don't let go of people mistreating you, and you holding something against them, and so that you can use it to manipulate a situation, or to feel good or whatever, you're just holding yourself back from setting your heart free and causing major heart problems later on. It's like when you see that person that you're holding a grudge with, what happens? You feel it in your chest, in your heart space. It skips a beat, or it does something. It's almost like holding anger in. You're just slowly hurting yourself. So that's what's going on in the heart space. You're supposed to forgive people and have compassion, show people true unconditional love, emanate from this higher space of love, and in its purest form in this situation, because this is where your relationships are all hanging on you having a healthy heart and a healthy way of loving people and believing in people around you. So holding grudges there is like you closing yourself off from people, period, and that's not very healthy. So let's move on to your fifth chakra here. On your fifth chakra, most of you are becoming very antisocial. I think that the climate is part of the problem. What is going on around us is not really encouraging us to make us want to go out there and do anything, hang out. Who are you going to hang out with? But you're taking it a step further. You're becoming more impatient about the fact that you're actually not able to even hang out, and when you do, you don't really feel like being there. It's like you don't have the patience to even relax and enjoy the people around you. So that's pretty much what's going on with your fifth chakra. And and I also feel like this is a place where it's really going contrary to who you are. Normally you like to really hang out, and so you're not feeling like hanging out and not being patient with other people or whatever. It's also something that you need to be looking at. It looks like you're really not feeling yourself this season, my fire signs. You're really going opposite direction here, all right, with who you truly are. So something has to happen. It's probably lack of meditation. That's what I feel. And you not connecting with your higher self. Okay, so you're allowing yourself to go. Now, let's look at your sixth chakra here. It's very clear you're unable to manifest. What did I just say? You're not meditating, you're not connecting with your higher self, you're disconnecting from your spiritual power, and that's making you feel like, well, you don't know what to do. You know, it's just despondence energy, like whatever, just going with the flow, probably not taking care of yourself, not, you know, sitting down to analyze anything. You're just not acting on anything. You know, it's this, you know, I feel like laziness is there, and all this stuff is sending a lot of things out of whack for you, my fire signs, really. All right, so this, you know, in this place where you're supposed to use your own power and wisdom to move forward in your life and make things happen for you, if you're not really connecting with your higher self, that's a major problem. Because, you know, then how are you gonna be talking to yourself and analyzing your life, you know? Because then at this point there's no introspection going on, there's no analyzing yourself and looking at yourself in the mirror and readjusting your life. So really needs to be taken care of, you know. And then for your crown chakra, where you connect with the universe and your spirit guides, and, you know, feeling one and at peace with life, and, you know, everything, you're you know, in this space, you just kind of, I just don't understand how you move from not even meditating, taking care of your, you know, your spiritual life, to invoking spirits without proper preparation. You know, I guess you just sit there and then you know, you don't really do the necessary things that opens you up to spirit, and then you just start, you know, calling on spirits and praying and invoking spirits without even, you know, preparing your own space, your mental space, and your whole spiritual essence, you know, through meditation and constant, you know, connection with spirit. You don't do that, and then you just get up and you start doing whatever, calling any spirit in. You know, spirits want you to be more prepared, more connected, more dedicated to your spiritual life, you know, and do some sort of research about the spirit that you even call in before you know, you actually do that practice. You know, there's a lot that needs to be done. Some of you need altars that some of you don't probably have. You know, you need to be doing certain things with the spirit and stuff like that before you can even invoke them. Okay, so that really needs to be taken care of. Now let's move on to the healing part here. For the healing part, the healing angels want you to learn to have compassion for yourself and for everything that's around you. That is the answer to a lot of this stuff. And I feel like, you know, when you start feeling compassionate and letting go of things that are not helping you, or people that have hurt you that you're holding grudges and stuff on, it will release you. You know, learning to forgive and letting all this stuff go will also help you. Because I feel like, you know, it could be that some of you are hurt by someone and has sent you down this road. You know, whatever it is, that is why the compassion is here. Treat the situation with compassion. See yourself as part of the universe, you know, like pamper yourself and take yourself and find yourself back to who you truly are again. All right. And that is the way back to finding that strength that you've always had, my fire signs. You know, the other healing stones that you have here from the healing angels is euclase. Euclase is a gemstone that you can purchase to help you to become, you know, tap into your own wisdom and believe in your own wisdom, your own understanding and your own learnings about who you are. It's like trusting in your own personal power and what you think of yourself, you know, and speaking clearly and knowing what you want, you know, and saying it the way you're supposed to say it, and even manifesting it. You know, it's all about that. You know, stepping into your own personal power here. The other gemstone here you have is the sandstone, which is also all about you being able to say, I know I'm capable of manifesting. I know I'm capable. It's like gaining your personal power all over again, you know, and that's what is really needed here, for you to find yourself again, for you to find your footing and know that you're capable of doing everything that you want in your life, and you already know this. You're just going through a serious situation right now, and I feel like that's why this healing is important. So at this point, I feel like you should also sun gaze for more, personal power, and strengthen your third chakra. Once your third chakra is strengthened again, you doing the necessary meditation and stuff, exercising your stomach area and watching what you're eating, you're going to really start slowly finding yourself again to put every other aspect of your system in place. Okay, so at this moment we're gonna channel in some healing energy for you, my fire signs, my Leo, Sag, and Aries. Thank you so much. Just get in a comfortable position whilst I bring in the healing energy so that it will go to all the chakra areas that needs all this healing. All right, so get centered, get comfortable, and prepare to receive. Alright, my fire signs, prepare yourself to receive the healing for all your chakras. Just look at my hands or visualize the energy coming through your third eye chakra into your system. As I'm bringing in the healing energy, I'm hearing that most of your problem is procrastination, my fire signs. Okay, so prepare yourself to receive. Here you go. Alright, my fire signs, I think that's it for you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. I will definitely see you next month for your next healing session. Thank you. Bye.